All right, hit the like button. That's how I come in. What's good? Wilson, Ali, Kari, SG. That's what's up. SG coming in here capping. We starting it. We starting this shit out wrong. Get it like another minute. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Didn't mean to do what?
This is precisely why Mike Brown didn't want to make any excuses about yesterday being collectors. Big Center was found out controllable so far this week. The next trapping later. Every time it touches the wall. Lopez. The coming ball blocks and Lopez going to work. Lopez getting finished. Back for the ball. And it's going to stay.
I don't even know what you're talking about with the girl power thing. All right, people, we better go ahead and get started with this thing. We'll go ahead and mute this guy. All right. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button as you come in. We're starting things off with the last Thomas standing. Now, obviously, we know Jukebox will survive it, so she doesn't count. When I'm saying the last Thomas standing, obviously, I'm speaking of the siblings, Marvin, Rock, and Lou. Now, You can see by the thumbnail, the headliner I got here, who I think it is. But I'm gonna open it up to hear what's y'all opinion of it. Or y'all could think all of them might die, and that could very well be the case. But if they all of them do die, who would be the last one to die? So Talia, all right, chat. We need answers. You say I think Lulu gonna make it out, and I think they gonna reveal that Bree's gonna be on Origins at the last minute. I believe so too. And I got some interesting takes for you guys today on this live. But it's very, I'm gonna say this shot. It's very interesting that you mentioning that they're gonna reveal that Breeze is gonna be on Origins towards the end. I very much agree. And I think it's gonna happen exactly like that. Some would argue, but he's too young to be Ghost Dad though. That's a lie. He's not too young to be Ghost Dad. That's incredible that you're saying that.
Well, I said that they're all gonna die, all the siblings.
That's a good very well turn out to be the case. I wouldn't fight you too hard about it. To be honest, bro, I believe all of them will die, but I believe Lulu has the highest chance of surviving after three. Yeah. So let me ask y'all this before we get a little deeper into this. Um, who do y'all think will die first? Does it seem like a lot of us are saying that all of them will die?
Hmm. It'll be interesting to see how Vanessa got away. That would be a good reason to kill off Lou. Now they already went after Marvin, so it makes sense if they're going after Lou the same night, and that's how Vanessa gets away. Um, I don't think Rock is gone right away. I've been saying that all along. I don't think we're gonna open the season with her dead. So who goes first? I say Marvin.
Okay. A lot of people saying Marvin. I'm starting to see a trend of Marvin. Well, let me say this. Well, hold up, real quick. Another question. Do y'all agree that Rock was at least shot at the end of season four?
Well, I've always said she was shot, but not by Kanan.
Okay. I can roll with that. See, Talia, you got the right idea. You got the right idea, Talia. Because I'm actually not so convinced that Marvin would be the first one to go. I actually think Marvin would be second. Actually, he's going to be the last one to go. 'Cause I think they're going to kind of get, well, I don't know, you know? Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I think that's probably what it's gonna be. I'm gonna stick with it. He probably be second because, like I said, I think it's very much possible Rockhead could have. And my boy CG, he was talking to me on IG earlier, and he made some good points about for the case of Rock being alive, which is the only thing that kind of makes me question her survival. Basically, he's speaking of. You remember we were showing and talking about how Book Two Ghosts was had Patina Miller part of their cast for season 4, and I told you guys I think after they found out the show was going to be canceled, they decided not to go with that, right? But I think that also opens up the possibility that now that storyline they're going to just write that off altogether. So now, because what matters is, let me see, season, yeah, because season 4 of Raising Kanan was shot. Was it shot before? No, it was shot after Ghost season 4, right?
I don't know, but I thought it was shot while we were still watching season 4.
Ghost. Hold on, hold
No,
on, hold on.
Raising Canaan.
Right. So that means season 4 was shot before. Of Ghost was shot before Raising Kanan season 4. I'm pretty sure it was. Let me look that up real fast. So production for the 4th season of Ghost began on January the 21st, 2003. Now let's see about season 4 of Raising Canaan. I'm pretty sure it was after. Yes, December 23, December of 2023, and you know, yeah. So it started in December of 2023. So my point is the reason why I was checking this is because after you know season 4 of book 2 was concluded, well, they got the news that this is going to be our final season. They could have changed their, and they knew that what their ending was going to be, so they changed it. Rock is no longer going to be a part of season 4 because this is our last season, so we had to change it. Therefore, they had to change season 4 of Raising Canaan. And now, since that storyline no longer exists, they can write it in. Okay, Rock dies here, and I wish CG was up in here so that he can give me his opinion on this. But yeah, I believe Rock was shot by a jukebox but survived. That part I just don't get, and it don't resonate with me. How would are you guys implying? Because this is not the first time I heard this. Are you guys implying that jukebox accidentally shoots Rock, or what's the situation? Why would how does this happen? What's good, Kenny? Rock has to go make room for the new era of Kanan and Breeze. Kanan gonna end up working for Breeze. That's why he got Ghost to kill Breeze. Breeze got a little boy Kanan a lot. What's good, Razul? Yeah, see that, and that's another thing that that's huge for me. That I always said, like, um, there's, I feel like it's no way that Kanan can emerge to where he needs to be with Rock still being there. So, like I always say, even if she, let's say she does survive, she has to get out of the way at some kind of capacity, however it happens, whether it's her leaving town, her in the coma, her getting arrested, whatever it is, she has to get out of the way. Because there's no way, I don't think they can fit in the ghost, the Kanan becoming, because they teasing Kanan becoming, evolving to the OG Canyon in season 5, and also they teasing how it's gonna be the rise of both Breeze and Kanan. They can't do that successfully without getting Rock out of the way, along with other people. These niggas won't shut up and go it, bro. J Boo's got to be rolling. You said Rock is the last time it's standing. You the first one to come in here and say that. So let's talk about that taxi scene, because somebody brought that up in my comment section on the Rock's Dead video, right? And this is my thing. I seen the video, but how I looked at it, there's never been a full confirmation that that's indeed Rock getting into the taxi on Raising Canaan. In fact, you could even 100% tell that it was her, if you ask me.
You said you can tell or can't tell.
Can't.
It's probably AI anyway.
Man, Breeze and Kanan's storyline this season is about to be so cold, very, very impactful to the storyline. Yeah, and I think they have, in order for them to successfully do that, they got to clear out the biggest pieces. Think about this. Here's another major point. Who are the biggest characters in Raising Kanan right now? The biggest characters are, of course, Kanan, but we know Kanan is safe. We know Jukebox is safe. But outside of them two, Rock is the biggest character, of course. And I would say after her is probably, you can argue, Unique or Marvin, right? So in order for the next big characters to really make a make a dent in building their legacy, they got to get those other big characters out of the way. Those characters that got to be moved out of the way are Snaps and Pop, of course, Rock, of course, Marvin, and Unique. See, I think the story can still survive with Lou still being in it, because Lou's a big character, obviously, but Lou is not as imposing as Rock and Marvin are. Right? We can all agree on that, right?
I'll agree.
Okay, so yeah, and I'm pretty sure most of the chat, if not all, will agree with that as well. So you can keep Lou around because he's not taking that much from the storyline. And like my bad, y'all. We'll end up eyeing the game a little bit. But yeah, you said Lou can be a wild card that makes it out. Yeah, I believe that we talked about that a little earlier before you came in, Ali. Um, Everybody gave their pick of who they think would be um, the surviving Thomas. And I'm betting on Lou. Who knows? I could be wrong, but that's who I'm betting on. Lou still haven't met Uncle Gabe yet. Exactly.
What does that mean?
Yeah, he's gonna live. That's what it means.
I mean, why does he need to meet Uncle Gabe?
Well, of course he got to meet Uncle Gabe if he's Ghost Daddy.
Well, he got to find out who his real mama is too.
His mama is Joyce. What you talking about? Exactly, Ali. You got the spirit. We are witnessing the changing of the generations. Lou is closer in age to Kanan than the other characters are. That's also true. Getting rid of the older characters. Pretty much all of the older characters are getting wiped out. Because my opinion, I believe Lou, the age I always gave him, I say he's anywhere between 28 to 30. That's what I believe his age is. I'm gonna lean more so towards the 28. That's what I think. I think he's late 20s. Rock is mid 30s. Marvin is late 30s. Ghost Mama doesn't exist. He a foster kid. Mama died, and he didn't meet his real pops until later on. Period. Well, we know he didn't meet his pops till later on. I'm gonna talk about that a little later in the on the third slide, but pretty much got proof he didn't meet his dad until later on. How old is Breeze? That's a good question. We really don't know. We can only guess, and it'll be a very wild guess because they never gave us anything that pretty much even gives you a clue what his age is. But obviously, we can guess. And if we guess, it could be anywhere between. I would say he can't be older than. He can't be older than 25-ish, maybe. Right?
In 1992,
Yeah.
now we know he didn't meet Ghost and Tommy until 1996, so that's 4 years older when he even meets them.
Uh,
I would say definitely early 20s.
I think early 20s too.
Kanan is only 17.
Right. If I had to guess, I would say around 22, 22, 23.
And see, and I always took Lou and Unique to be younger than the actors playing them. I always took those characters to be younger.
Of course. Yeah. That's typically how it is anyway. I would guess 22, 23. And when he dies, he's probably going to be around 27-ish, something like that.
In 92, I was much older than Breeze. In 92, I was Rock's age.
That's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
That's very crazy. What's good, Buckets? So who Buckets? Who the last time is standing? Breeze got Benjamin Button disease. What the fuck is that? So Breeze dies and misses out on the entire story of power. Well, duh, we know that. Breeze ass up out of here in the 90s. And it makes sense, you know. Oh, you said, oh, okay, gotcha. Shit. Like Morgan Freeman, then they got that shit. Anyways, um, but yeah, I think that's more proof that because I don't think they're gonna give us a time skip that damn big in Raising Canaan. I'm just convinced that. So we see Jarita, and it all depends on if they keep the original ages of Sean of what he should be or not. You know, they might make it to like 94 or something like that. This in Raising Canaan. Only way I see them skipping past that is if they decide to, like I said, skip to the death of Breeze. You see him dead, but you don't see the actual, what happened to him. But if they don't do that, more than likely, it might end like in 94 or whatever. Because with the actress that plays Kate Egan in Origins, basically confirming that the timeline for Origins is late 90s and early 2000s. I think it's safe to say they're going to be doing flashbacks, which would make sense. That way they can still give us Breeze while still telling the storyline of what's going on between them. What's Unique's impact on the Power universe? Shit. His impact wasn't that big, actually, currently sitting. Well, whoever it was that said the shit, I thought it was there.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Where do you think Teresa Baselli and Tremont fit into this season? So much so that they show up in Origins.
That's a very good question. So
now both of them would have a beef with Marvin as the postman and the way he beat the crap out of Tremont. And I still don't see why they let him live.
Right. We talked about that at the end of season 4, remember? and we was like that could later on turn out to be a mistake for them. And now that we got confirmation that he's going to be in the Origins, it very much looks like it. So I mean, it could be a scenario where um he Tremont does some stuff to Snake Rock or um Snake Rock or possibly even get Marvin as well. And to keep it, it would make sense if Tremont end up becoming the plug. Maybe that could happen because you remember he got it. He already has a relationship with the Hafiz dude. Not him directly, but the guy that he was getting. So they're kind of already affiliated. So perhaps he ends up being the plug, and that's the reason he transitions over. Now, as far as
So
um,
that would mean Rock is out of his way.
yeah, that's another reason I think she's dead. But um, now, as far as Teresa, the only way I could possibly see her being connected is something happens that she ends up getting a powerful position over the Jersey crew or something like that. Because my guess is Unique is probably gonna die, and somebody, and obviously Phil Russo is out of the way, gonna be out of the way. I don't think he's gonna survive this, especially once it's made clear to Teresa that he was behind the death of her husband. So yeah, that could be how she ends up playing a part. And keep in mind, they did tease the trend beef. She could be part of that because somebody has to be over that Jersey crew. Breeze needs his own spinoff at this point. I doubt they show us another enough of his character. Yeah, I said that too. I thought about, I was hoping that maybe that could be a possibility because season 5 and it I guess it would kind of depend on how they give us him in this season 1 of Origins. Like, he gonna be heavy up in it? Because technically, let's say he's in damn near every episode of it, they could still give us nearly 3 seasons worth of him. And if they give us that, then that kind of would be enough. But anything less than 2 seasons for sure would be a disappointment. Could we see Bree's death in a post-credit scene of the series finale? So yeah, that's what I was kind of talking about. I don't think we're going to necessarily see Ghost and perhaps Tommy actually taking him out, but we could possibly see a scenario where, similar to what we seen at the end of season 4 with Rock, you hear the gunshot, fade to black, and then they might show Bree's dead body sitting in a chair or something like that. But they're not going to tell you how it happened, what led to it, what was the reasoning, any of that. They're going to explain that in Origins. I could possibly see them do it that way.
You think we're gonna see any missing characters?
Missing characters. Like, what do you mean?
Like D Wiz brother, like Buck 20 had a brother too, right?
Yeah, he did. That's true.
And Scraps folks was mentioned.
That could very much play a part. Of course, the biggest one that everybody's been talking about is D Wid's brother. I would hope he shows up this last season of Raising Kanan.
And I still think we saw him on the basketball court with the old woman.
It makes sense because why would they zoom in like that? What if when Unique dies, last thing he says to Kanan, "Tell Rock I love her," like the dream he had in his sleep at the early Tyler apartment in season 4, episode 1. Man, shit, if he do, he do. What's good, Shy? That's the kind of stuff I want to see. But it's most likely he's only shown in flashbacks. So yeah, unless they decide to give him an individual spinoff, absolutely, I would say it's going to be a case straight flashbacks. That is crazy. Y'all mentioning this, but yeah, it could very much turn out to be some shit like that. I'm gonna bet D Wid's brother showing up. How long he gonna be there and shit, I don't know, but I think he gonna show up.
Would Vernon Stark have a beef with Rock?
If he find out, let's say he don't know the truth, and then he ends up finding out the truth, perhaps he would.
The truth about,
Kanan not being Def Con's son.
but I think he knew Def Con was gay. By the way, he asked Kanan, what she tell you about him or something like that.
You could be right because him more than likely if you it depends on how close they were as brothers. Like if you around him all the time, then yeah, eventually you're gonna pick that up. But if it's like a type of situation where they brothers, but they didn't really kick it like that, then it's possible he didn't know. Yeah, I wouldn't be a fan of the flashbacks myself, but I guess we'll just have to wait it out and see. All right, though. So let's go ahead and head to the introduction of Tasha Green St. Patrick. So they finally announced who's going to be the actress portraying the role of the young version of Tasha. For those of y'all, I'm pretty sure the majority of us in here has already seen it. We talked about it a little bit in the Discord. They pretty much, as far as an image standpoint, they did good on the casting. She pretty much does look like a younger version of her. I trust that they pick somebody who is a pretty good actress to play it. And what I want to talk about kind of is how will she be introduced? Like we seen in episode 1, it's talking about 2002. So more than likely, I think in the introduction, it's probably gonna show either her pregnant with the twins or perhaps already delivered them and their newborns. It's going to be a situation like that. But they probably would have to also, throughout the series, tell the story of how Ghost and Tasha met because clearly they couldn't have met in O2, I would think. They probably met a little before that. So I'm guessing maybe meeting around 2000, 2001-ish. And then you because she said she met when did she say they met when she was 19? Because I know she was in college. That's what we do know.
I don't know.
Or
I can't remember.
she quit accounting school because she got pregnant and she married Ghost. And I believe they said she was 19 then. So she may have had them when she was 20. Now, if they keep the same accuracy as far as the age of the original power, she was 30 in 2014, believing that she should be born in 1980. I mean, I said 80, 84, sorry. 80 is Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so if they keep that, then we kind of got an idea. I don't want this shit for reading so much. But yeah, here, another thing I want to talk about. I know a lot of people kind of mentioned this a little bit. That Ghost was introduced to Tasha by Kanan. So let's talk about that a little bit. They might just recon all that at this point.
Tasha might have been that underage girl Kanan was talking about.
I know. And it's crazy because Kanan is a savage. When he feel like you don't cross him, he ain't got no loyalty or respect whatsoever. He ugly as hell. So, it's crazy when Ghost so happened to come back from Miami and they knew more than likely he probably was with some girl, Angela. Kanan just so happened to mention the best piece of ass I ever had was a bitch from North Beach, with this underage bitch from North Beach. And it's crazy. They said that Tasha so happened to be from North Beach. And then Tasha so happened to look, she hates this nigga's guts. And we always wondered why. Now, of course, Tasha did come, well, not Tasha. Well, Tasha, of course, but Notori, because she's the actress. She's Notori when she said this. She was like, no, Tasha and Kanan never did anything. But you can't believe them. They be lying all the fucking time. So if Tasha is that underage bitch from North Beach that he had, because she would, this is the thing that also makes sense. She when she's and during that time would have been underage because Kanan is a good deal older than them. So let's just say it depends on, I guess, the time period that they met that really matters. Because let's see, in 2002, Ghost is 22, which would make Tasha 18. Right? She said she got pregnant or married Ghost when she was 19. So I think it's fair to say that, they must have met like 01-ish or something like that. So let's say Kanan did know her first. He introduced her to Ghost. He may have was smashing on her or something like that before then. And then perhaps Ghost was so into, trying to be into his schooling and stuff like that, that Kanan needed to give him some motivation to do certain stuff, right? So he sicked Tasha on him, and she kind of led him to do so. Because we already got proof that she had some sort of influence over Ghost when she was talking about she told him to kill Kanan. So if he was smashing on her before he introduced her to Kanan, that would have made her underage. Because if he was with her before Ghost, because they met when they was 18, if they keep the same age range, they had to have met when Tasha was 18. So if he was messing with her any younger than that, then she was underage, which would make sense for him to have the best piece of ass from North Beach that was underage. All right, let's check these comments.
Yeah, address to Leah's comment. I don't think anyone has any real reason to think Tasha and Kanan did anything.
They better not make that nigga Breezer zesty like the mother ones. They ain't. What year did Ghost meet Tasha? We just covered that. What is Tasha's connection to Kanan? I would say she probably was, because keep in mind, Tasha's mom in season 1 said that she had a husband just like Ghost, right? So since she had that, it could be fair to say that maybe Kanan and Tasha's dad perhaps did business, some kind of business. So that could be the connection there. He could have been some kind of way in the game, it's some kind of capacity, and Kanan met Tasha through that. He ended up messing around with her, and then he ended up, because Kanan looked like after Crystal, it seems as if he didn't really want to get serious with nobody like that. Because I mean, we know Jarita and him end up having a child, but keep in mind also in season 2, Jarita said that the sex was the only part of them that worked. So I think it's fair to say that their relationship wasn't really a type of relationship where they all hugged up and lovey-dovey type shit. It was just a business transaction and good sex. So he probably had that same type of situation going on with Tasha, and Tasha didn't like that shit. She ended up getting mad. But through business, she ended up meeting Ghost, falling for him, and she never wanted Ghost to find out her past with him, so she wanted Kanan off the board. Anyways, let's continue these comments. Man, I'm finally glad to see the casting of young Tasha. The storyline about to be crazy. We finally get to see what young Tasha is now. Now niggas can stop comparing her to Dirty Diana. We got our Ghost, Tommy, and Tasha team. They might just recount all that at this point. Why not? Ghost took her dream of school away, but y'all say she didn't believe in his. It is a good point, Ali. I'll give you that. But hey, it don't matter. He was the breadwinner. He was the boss. The woman's supposed to follow the man don't supposed to follow the woman. I'm just saying. That never made sense though, because she met Ghost at 19, but turned 30 in season 1. Yet the twins are 12. No, she met Ghost when she was 18. See, that's where the problem lies. She got pregnant when she was 19. Tasha was supposed to set up Ghost like Destiny did Tariq. Now that makes sense, Ali. That's kind of where I'm leaning to. I think she's supposed to control him in some kind of way, but ended up falling for him. Similar to how the situation was with Destiny. If Ghost was born in 1984, she would be 18 in 2022. I mean, I say if Ghost. I'm sure if Tasha was born. Well, hold on. You it would have to it would depend on birthdays too, but yeah, what time of the month it is and shit like that. Tasha and Kanan shook my head. I don't think anyone has any real reason to think Tasha and Kanan did anything. That's crazy to Leah. Why do you think she hate that nigga so much? Why do you think she always make them faces whenever he's around? Why do you think this just the thought of this nigga's name being mentioned pisses her off? It's something deep embedded up in Tasha's soul that she hates about this nigga for some reason.
And he clearly felt like he could push up on her and
Yeah,
didn't care
right.
about her being
A
married.
couple times. A couple times. It wasn't like it just once. It's wild to think that Tasha was responsible for Kanan's arrest and his eventual death. Did Ghost really love Tasha? I mean, yeah, he told you that at the last episode. Yeah, I loved you, but you never really loved the man sitting right in front of you, did you? Remember, the biggest goddamn drug dealer in New York City. That's who the fuck you love. What's good, Pirates Fire?
Let me point out another reason to Leia's comment. If you remember Kanan's reaction to the idea that Sean had messed with Tasha,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't like that. He was questioning him. I can't remember if Sean actually said he had or not, but
He
just the
didn't.
fact that he didn't answer the question said he did.
Yeah, yeah. He kind of gave it away, but he didn't necessarily say it. He could tell by his reactions that that was the truth. I hope we meet Tasha's family. Well, probably meet the mama for sure. I don't know about the dad. What would that would explain why Kanan was always looking at Tasha like that all the time. Yeah. And it also would possibly be like a like father, like son situation. Reason why Sean was so interested in her too. It'd be crazy how genetics work. Kanan only loved two women, Davina and Palomar. Well, I don't know about if I'm loving her. I would say maybe Davina. If she got pregnant at 19, it's still off by a year. Uh, well, they never said Tariq was 12 though, right? They never said that. Yeah, they never said Tariq was 12. They never gave his exact age, but we can narrow it down by some of the things that were said. Some of the things that were said is that one in season one, when they was talking about when Sean was talking with Tariq, saying it when his dad went to jail, he said I was around your age when he went in. So we know Kanan went to jail roughly around 2005. If Sean was born in 94, 94 and 95 around that range, that means Sean was anywhere between 10 to 11. So that would make Tariq probably 10 or 11. It also makes sense because we know in season 5, he turned like 15. So he probably was 10. maybe 11. But anyways, all I know is he wasn't old enough to drive in season 5 because on episode 505, his happy birthday, which was his birthday, he told Tommy he wasn't old enough to drive yet. So that means he wasn't 16. He had to be 15. Yeah, Golson just said they were 11 when Power started. Yeah, that makes more sense. How many seasons of Origins you think we getting? It all depends on, to me, how many episodes they're going to put in each season. Like, is this going to be this 18 episodes thing going to be a trend? Like they do that in every episode? I mean, every season? Or is it only season 1 going to have 18 and the rest go back to 10? Because if it goes 18 in the first one and then 10, 10, 10, they might go 4 seasons, perhaps. But if they go 18, 18, 18, obviously I could say probably like 3 seasons. He said your name wrong, damn.
I think he's saying it's Tali.
What?
Is that how you say it, Tali?
Talia. Tasha's father cheated on her mama and left them both. The power timeline being messed up is Courtney Kemp's fault. We all know this. Will we see Ghost and Angela flashbacks? I hope so. I know a lot of people were saying that it's not needed, but in my opinion, the way they story was, why he's so deeply connected to her and stuff like that, me personally, want to know. So I hope we do get it. Tariq acts more like Kanan, but learned the game from Ghost. Maybe Tariq could be his son, low key. Yeah, we talked about that. And he didn't learn the game from Ghost. Ghost didn't teach him shit. No, that was 505. To live. 605 was titled.
I think it was hinted at that Tariq could be Kanan's son. I always thought that from the first time I saw the whole interaction.
Yeah, I mean, I made a whole video about it. But
he said, "You more like my son," you know.
Yeah, you more like my son than he ever was. But yeah, back to Talia. Absolutely, that was 505. 605 is titled King's Gambit. That's the episode where Tariq got kicked out of choke because Effie snitched on him. 505 is titled Happy Birthday. The same episode, Ghost came back drunk as hell. The same episode, Tommy first let Tariq drive his car. All of that. 505. Come on now. When it comes to this power shit, you ain't gonna catch me slipping. Not the original power and like raising Kanan and shit. You, like I said, you can kind of catch me slipping on Force a little bit, but not the original. I would say I'm pretty good at book 2 as well. You ain't gonna too much catch me. Will Origins end with Kanan's arrest? That's what I believe. I think that's where it's gonna end at. Maybe a little bit after that, but I think that's gonna be pretty much where they're wrapping it up. Careful to live probably got a hit list on those who get her name. All right, Talia, have a good night. I actually tried to start early today for y'all too. What's up, Bezzy? I'm talking about picking up his mannerisms. Okay, I got you. So, very interested to see. Also, now that we're on we're talking about origins, I want to show something real quick. I pretty much got confirmation to a degree, not 100%, but confirmation. And I'm probably going to do a video on this. It's going to be, I don't know, I might not because it'll be really short. But got confirmation to a degree that Origins is coming this year, people, instead of 2027. And I'll get ready to show you guys really quickly. I was doing some reading after they showed us that Tasha has now been cast and stumbled across this. As you guys can see, it says Ghost and Tommy are entering a new era, their prequel era, and Tasha. Hold on, let me move this damn logo.
Are you showing us something?
Yeah, I got it on the screen.
No, it's
And
not.
it is on the screen. I'm looking at it.
I don't see it.
I'm looking at it from the
Oh,
screen.
okay. Let me go back. I didn't see it on YouTube. I see it on the StreamYard. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
it probably just late. It'll probably come through there a little later.
Okay, I see it. All right.
Yeah. And Tasha is coming along for the ride. The long awaited prequel series about Power's drug dealing best friends is currently underway. And now we know who will be taking on the role of young Tasha. In July 2025, Stars announced Power Origins, which will debut with a sub-sized first season of 18 episodes. In September 2025, the network revealed the actors cast to play the younger versions of Amari Hogwood and Joseph Sakura's characters. Since Power's original run, fans have waited answers about Ghost and Tommy's backstories. Well, Power Origins is going to deliver with a bang. TV Insider is breaking down the latest updates about Power prequel. Does Power Origins have a release date? Power Origins does not have a release date yet. Stars greenlit. Let me move this down. Chat real fast. Greenlit Power Origins for an 18 episode first season, which is currently filming in New York and New Jersey. The first season will most likely premiere in 2026. So, like I said, it's not 100% confirmation, but according to this article, it looks like they're looking at 2026, people. Because, like I said, for me, understanding from a production standpoint, like I said, it doesn't take that long to shoot those episodes and edit them. And they could do it like this as well. They could very much do, because I know they're done with half of it already. And I've said this before. All American does this, where you could release the first 9 episodes while still currently shooting the other 9. They could do that. So it could be like, we know Raising Kanan is coming on June the 12th. It could in June, more than likely, Raising Kanan is going to wrap up sometime early August. Then typically, they give you a break, like a month break before the next show airs. So roughly, you're probably looking at maybe sometime in September, the next show come in. I would guess that next show is going to be P Valley. That's my guess. But it could be they drop Origins right behind it. Because that also would make sense for them to do that, because it's going to be a connector more than likely. So they might, connected because it's possible Raising Canaan might do a slight time jump. Like I said, um they could show the death of, well, not the death, but show Breeze dead, but don't show you how it happens. Then Origins airs right after that, and they tell you, it could be somebody narrating, saying, "How did we get here?" Showing Bree's dead body, or it could show at the beginning showing Ghost and Tasha with the kids, like, he's my first kid now, but let me show you what happens that led up to this. Then they should start telling the story in between, anything like that. You feel me? But the whole purpose of this, me showing you guys, is that you know it seemed as if they could very much air this thing probably towards the end of 2026. So even if, let's say, P Valley is the next show and it airs in September, it probably will be over by November, which still gives them a chance to air Origins towards the back end. It could be December. All right. Kanan is not Tariq dad. That would be a horrible storyline. No, I wouldn't. I made a fire ass video and made a connection with that shit. If they go with what I put in that video, that should have make sense. I made all that shit make sense with a good storyline. Hold on. Kanan is not Tariq father. I thought you was asleep, miss. I think Raina was tougher than Tariq. Yeah. So Ghost stole the mannerisms and braids from Breeze. Damn. Unless Kanan and Ghost were smashing Tasha at the same time, then I can't see Tariq being. Well, that's the thing. According to my video, that's what happened. It could be a situation where Ghost is out doing a mission or some shit. He's out doing whatever. Kanan is there around her. She get drunk. Keep in mind, remember this. Um, um, Ghost kind of gave hinted at in season. What is this? That was season one, that he didn't like Tasha to drink. So perhaps Tasha, when she's drunk, she get a little loose too. You know what I'm saying? She get a little loose. Maybe you see what Kanan did when he came in season 2. What'd he do? He brought her a bottle. So it could have been a situation like that where he ended up they did something. Tasha became very ashamed of it. Kanan promised her he'll never tell the Ghost. And she was always afraid of that. So she was like, no, I got to get rid of this nigga. Because keep in mind, when it comes to twins, there is a possibility if the woman has sex with 2 men within a 24-hour radius, that the children could be split. One is his, one is the other. That is a possibility. Kanan went smashing Tasha. All right. I can't wait. Don't make me make a list to live. Nah, Fightland is next after Raising Kanan. Only way we get Origins this year is if Fightland starts right after Raising Kanan season. But well, it very much could. Keep that in mind. It could. And does Fightland have a release date? To my knowledge, I don't think it do. Does the addition of a young Tasha make the death of older Tasha more likely in legacy? Could be. I mean, her ass got to go eventually. Now this isn't Deadline. This is what's the name of it? I'm trying to remember. Did I still have it up or did I take it down? Let me check this. I think I took it down. Damn. No, no, no. Here you go. This is TVinsider.com. They had sexual tensions. If she didn't want him, he wanted her bad. And they can have the first 9 episodes finished by being 100% at bare minimum. Yeah, they already done with 9 episodes. See, that's what I'm saying. Like they could very much do that. Cause I like
And then they could split it up and have a long gap between 9 and 10.
yeah, they could do right after raising Canaan, drop Origins, first 9 episodes, take a break, fight land, then the remaining 9 episodes, and they say, "Hey, P Valley, you got to wait till 2027, my boy." Then they give them time to doing in the midst of all that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna green. They're gonna go ahead and green light Legacy. They gonna be shooting during that time. And about time P Valley is over, they probably gonna have a little break, and Legacy will probably be hitting summer of 2027. And then more than likely, the Fightland will probably start back shooting. Origins gonna start shooting their other season. Sexual tensions only exist if both people want to have sex, not because one person lusts after another. She won't. She probably wanted to too. You see, she loved the biggest goddamn drug dealer in New York City. Who was the biggest goddamn drug dealer in New York City before Ghost was? Kanan.
But if you running from it, that is sexual tension. It's still sexual tension. She looked like she was scared of him.
She was there. You remember when Ghost was the one time we seen Ghost scared was with Milan, right? When he pulled Tasha to the side and he was like, um, Milan may be the most dangerous man he ever met. What was the first thing Tasha said? More dangerous than Kanan? And then Ghost was like, Kanan was a street thug. This dude's on a whole nother level. So see, there's your confirmation there that she feared the hell out of Kanan because that's the first person she thought of. Hopefully, they announce that Amari Hart is the man. They better get that man something, bro. Cause I'll take that partially to talk my shit a little bit.
Stars don't need. They can prove they don't need Amari.
Man.
They don't even. And like I said in somebody's comment, everybody's expendable.
Don't like him anymore, and he know it, but still holding the past over her head. That's what I think it is too, Ali. I think you right on the money. And when Origins is over and y'all see Tasha and Kanan didn't hook up, I don't want to hear this shit no more. All right, we ain't gonna let it here, but best to believe once it's over and then we do see that shit, we on your ass. If Ghost is the narrator, Ghost might be alive. Hmm. Amari Harwood need to quit bitching about the money and just accept what Star's offering them to come back. Just give the fans what they want already. Yeah. Mari don't give a fuck about y'all, just like MJ don't. Damn, don't do us like that. Idiot baby daddy having sex again. What? What is he talking about? What's up, Demarcus?
What
I'll
did
say,
hey Jay?
huh?
What did you think about the comment I made about Tasha and Kanan, about the trauma and
Which one?
go back up before Amari Harvard need to quit bitching. I was responding to Leia, and
Hey, she gonna get on your ass.
I
She gonna
guess
get on your ass.
I thought I was saying it right all the time. Anyway, I'm saying it like you, Talia. Is that right?
Talia.
Talia. Okay. But you see it, anger is a form of denial. I
Yeah, I
believe
see.
she acted out her trauma with Kanan by messing with his son. And she was now Sean was with them from the time Kanan went to prison, right?
Yep.
When he was about 10. So she raised him.
Yeah, she was
She,
partially
she was
raised him.
she was prepping him the whole time.
That's what I said. She was grooming. That's what I said
Mhm.
last time. She groomed that nigga.
So we know Tosh was a freak.
Uh-huh. So you really believe? Think about this. She groomed. This is more proof to live. Think about this. She groomed Sean because clearly she knew Sean since he was a little boy. And when a lot of the times when you're groomed, these people who was groomed when they were little tend to do the same thing to somebody else later. Think about that. That's how it works a lot of times. So the fact that Kanan may have did that to her, you know, did mess with her when she was a little young, perhaps. She think, okay, now I'm gonna manipulate your son.
Now I gave her some grace by saying she was traumatized. We really don't know what happened between her and Kanan.
Oh shit, she don't came up here.
Because I was interested in the grooming conversation. You explained to me last time what that means.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I guess you got a point.
Yeah, think about that. It's done to her first, then she decided to do it to him.
Now she it could be on an unconscious level. Also, when you're talking about trauma, it could be on that kind of trauma response can be on an unconscious level. But unresolved trauma gets acted out. That's what we need to understand.
She said Tasha Howard, Kanan Palomar on the Epstein list too.
Did they say Howard?
Yeah. Do you really think Ghost is not coming back? Why would they put all those hidden messages in the episode? Hey, I'm still gonna keep hope alive, but I also have to consider that they could be using this as a tactic to keep the fans looking at it. with the hopes of he could. So technically, they do still need, they still do need them because why they keep on using them to increase their damn ratings.
They just keep us speculating. That's all.
Yeah, by
It's a
using his
great
name.
marketing ploy. We giving them all kinds of free advertising and marketing.
That's true. Kanan could be a part of the reason why Estelle Green and Tasha father got a divorce and why Tasha father was messing with a white woman. How you know it was a white woman? Because she was talking about young models and stuff like that, and she's talking about he ain't checking for no flat ass white girl. Origins isn't dropping till 2027. Meanwhile, Raising Kanan isn't even out yet. Um, okay. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what the article said. It says likely premiere in 2026. That's why I say it's not 100% confirmation, but that's what they're saying is leaning towards. Because this site here is pretty much covers TV shows. What if Tasha wanted Kanan and settled for Ghost? Damn. I think she was messing. I think that somewhat some truth to it, Kenny. Like it could be that that's kind of what it was, and then like after she saw that mind as hell, he ain't gonna settle down for nobody, and she saw Ghost potential. That's when she was like, "Oh, he better," and because I believe it's a possibility that Kanan put her on him and she originally supposed to just had a task, but it turned into she actually fell for him. Very similar to the Destiny situation. You remember what Ray Ray said to her, "What you catching feelings for?" Him falling off the rail looks like a dream sequence. Yeah, Ghost is gone, man. They not paying Amari that money. Point blank to all in denial. Hey, Butler. Don't make me put you on this motherfucking list.
Put him on the list with the rest of us that's correct about this theory.
All right.
Yes, add
You
him
done-
to the list.
It's been a while since I updated my list, man. But it's
You
kind
didn't
of
have
thing.
people said killing him. You said it last week. You mentioned kill Ghost. You might want to put yourself on the list.
Time to break out the handy dandy notebook.
So about to break it out right now. Hold up. Where is it at? It's been so long since I touched it.
Tommy used the word kill.
Like, no matter what that nigga said.
Blanca got a phone off his body.
Blanca lied. She didn't get shit.
Blanca got cracked by Dre.
Exactly. He punched the lights out of motherfucking ass. She couldn't
I
take
swear.
shit. She don't remember what happened.
That shit is funny every time.
I swear to God, it's funny every time. Like he didn't waste no time. He socked her motherfucking ass. Surprised she
she
remembered he the one did it.
she was coming to arrest Ghost too. She would have rather arrested him than him got killed. Because they was after him for a long time.
Damn, you lucky I can't find this list right now. I don't know where this is.
You got too many of them. You got to filter them next time.
Oh, there you go. I found that motherfucker. There you go. Got your ass.
Mecca said, "I know what you did to the motherfucker too."
So He
So rat
could
me
think
out.
that too.
Know what you do?
You are the 40th person on the list, my boy. 40
I'm
people.
crying. No way.
Courtney said he was dead, period.
Courtney be lying her ass out.
Dead as fuck.
Matter of fact, I know
But
a lot of Courtneys they be lying. I don't think I know a Courtney that don't lie.
okay, okay. But she ain't even on the show anymore, so they can do what they want now.
Exactly. They can change that old storyline. And keep in mind, remember, um, Gary Lennon is known for bringing characters back that was dead. He's known for that. And he's the one that's over the Power Universe now. So, hey, for you non believers, I can't wait.
Was now when Tasha put on trial for killing James St. Patrick,
Yep, she was on trial.
that can't happen without a body. There's such a thing called corpus delicti. You have to have concrete evidence of a crime, such as a corpse. So they had a fake trial, a fake funeral. Um, that's a lot.
You went on Todd's page and saw it, ghosting. Yeah, the sound could have been much better on there. I should go ahead and I know I've been saying this for a while. I should go ahead and release that last episode of that other one I get. That shit's still in the back burner. Anyways, though, let me go ahead and move to this next topic. Ghost hidden father.
What's that mean?
Well, here's the problem. Here you go. So, Origins has released a lot of characters, right? They done told us about so has Raising Kanan. Told us a lot of characters that, for us to expect. But one of the most anticipated characters that people are looking for, like Tasha was one of them, they now has given us Tasha, right? Outside of that, Ghost Dad, nobody else is missing really, right? Or is y'all help me think real quick. Is there anybody else in the Power Universe that we're looking for that we haven't seen yet?
That bitch
Um,
Angie.
Angie.
That shit. People
Yeah,
want to
but
see
like
Angela.
true.
You
Well,
talking about who will be on Origins?
Yeah.
she could. Let me redirect it a little bit. That's how about a character that we haven't seen before at all? We just know of them.
Oh.
He's the only one that's left.
But he would have had to die. He would have had to died in the mid-90s at the latest.
Nah, could be late 90s.
I meant to say mid-90s at the earliest, because they still got to make sense of that when I went to live with the white boy.
Right. But we know
No, we don't.
y'all said that you believe because I remember asking this, that y'all believe Ghost Dad died before Breeze, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that they don't meet Breeze until 96. Ghost Dad wasn't there during that time because Ghost Dad dies after Angela leaves for Cho. So that means Ghost Dad had to have died in late 90s.
Courtney also said that it wasn't a stretch to think Kanan and Breeze had something to do with Curtis dying.
Makes sense.
And we said Ghost Dad died before Breeze, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So Ghost Dad could have died when they were still children.
No, no. Because remember, episode 1 of Power, Ghost said that Angela was already gone when his father died. Angela was still there in 96.
She was talking about leaving. That's when she left.
Right. But we don't know how soon she could have left still 96. But do you think his dad died immediately after she left? I doubt it. Probably was like maybe a year or two after.
It wouldn't have to take that long because he thought she should have came back or called or something when his dad died.
Right.
Um,
And then think about this too. Like it looks like I'm guessing she probably left the next school semester probably. Because they were actively in school then. So unless she just dropped and transferred in the middle of the school year, which more than likely wasn't the case, the way she was showing him the pamphlet and stuff like that, it didn't look like she was doing it. It looked like she was considering it. So it probably was something that she went into the next year.
But if Curtis died a year or two after Angela left and Angela and Ghost hadn't talked, why would he just suspect her to call him out of nowhere a year or two later?
Because she probably heard that his dad. And she was like, damn, I know he's probably heard what we mean to each other. I should at least say something to him. Just because she knew his dad, he was really close with his dad. So, you know, that's why he figured that she would reach out.
But
I
then
mean, we can go back and go ahead.
Tommy told JP that he was like 8 or 9 when Ghost came to live
I'm
with him.
glad you said that. Glad you said that. It's like what they say, you activated my trap card. because he said that Ghost moved in with them when he was 8 or 9. So if he moved in with them when he was 8 or 9, that means more than likely he didn't know his father then. Because we know for sure that his father dies after Angela left for Cho. When he was 8 or 9, that was in the 80s. I mean, that was in the early, damn near the 80s. Yeah, 80s. So he clearly wasn't with his dad then. Because why would he be moving with Ghost Adami? Don't make sense. So what I think is happening is he was with his grandma, who we're going to end up getting introduced to in Origins, and she dies. He has to find, but he goes to live with Ghost and Tommy them then. That's when he discovers he has his dad, which is going to turn out to be Lulu. And then Lulu dies later on, like 97, probably. And then that's when he goes back to live with Ghost and Tommy. I mean, to live with Tommy and Kate.
Lulu.
Going back to Gabe's conversation, would Lulu be calling some cops on some dope boys?
Hell no. He
He
would
Yes,
have
would
he
kill.
killed
He
them
would kill.
himself.
He would
yes, he
kill.
would. And I'm about to prove it to y'all right now. I'm about to prove it to you. What was Lulu doing when he was drunk as fuck? And Howard came to go see him? Was snitching, right? He was saying, I can tell you about everything, every story in the West Side. That's what he fucking said, right? South Side man. He was snitching then. And keep in mind that Tommy them said that he had a drunk for a dad. So that means more than likely Lulu goes back to drinking, which would make sense if both his sister and his brother dies. He would go back to drinking.
If that's the case, then well, never mind. No more trump cards. I'm gonna just keep that to myself.
Now go ahead, let me hear it. Let me hear it. What is it?
I was gonna say if that's the case, then this grandma we are about to meet is Joyce. But then he has a mom too, so never mind.
Yeah. The grandma we about to meet is on his mom's side. What I'm thinking is happening is whoever his mom is probably ended up leaving them. So he had to stay with his grandma. His grandma ends up dying. So he has to stay with Tommy and them. He ends up finding out he has a dad. Similar to D Mac's story. He stays with his dad for a while. His dad dies, similar to D Mac's story. And then he goes back to staying with Tommy and Kate. Similar to D Mac's story.
And none of that has anything to do with Lulu.
Yeah,
Not for
yeah,
You
real.
might, you might want to
yeah,
start. You might want to start another list because
Matter of fact, motherfucker, I'm about to start it right
nobody's
now.
following that.
The Lulu is not ghost fatherless.
Ooh, it's like
You
go
It's,
you
father.
can go
it
ahead
might
and
be
add me
some-
to that, Jamie.
so Rock gonna confess on her deathbed that Lulu is her child.
I keep telling you that's insane.
Well, this. Well, we both got some insane theories there.
No,
You can add me to that list, Jamie.
you own it. Don't worry about it. Who else trying to get at it right now?
Put DeMarcus on there.
Well, the Marcus do be talking shit, don't he? Yeah, your ass
Put
on it.
Butler. Put Butler Spencer on there.
Damn, the Butler, you got added to two lists in one night. It's crazy work.
Put Kenny on there.
Kenny on there
Put
too. Damn, Kenny, I had mine.
put
Damn.
Hezekiah on there.
There's a guy you on the list too. God damn, y'all motherfucker.
You might as well put the whole chat on there. What about you, Ollie?
Come on, Allen, you gotta be on my side. Now. Come on.
So who said Ghost Dad committed suicide?
I don't know who said that.
Power Fan 5.
Uh,
There we go.
Ollie on
Thank
your
you. That's
side.
my girl. That's my girl.
Me too, Hezzy.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Bro. Look. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna make time out this week to make my brand new, updated Lulu is Ghost Dad video. Y'all gotta look at all the stuff that makes sense. Besides all the stuff that I just told y'all, they mannerisms, the drunk for a day, The niggas, they look somewhat alike. You know what I'm saying? They got the same story. They got the same taste of women and all that, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas. He the only one that didn't have no kids. I feel like they kind of did a foreshadowing moment in season 3, episode 6, when he was talking to Marvin and he was like, he don't know what it's like to be a child, be a father, but he gonna find out. He said, she said, I'm with it for now. Have put her name on the list.
Hezekiah says, when we find out Lou is not Ghost's father, what do we win?
A goddamn congratulations. What do I gain from this? Y'all motherfuckers gonna line up to give me a $5 a piece? You said Jukebox will know if Lulu was Ghost's father. No, how? How? That's what I want to know. Give me a good appealing argument right now of how Jukebox would know that. Lulu don't even know that. So how the fuck Jukebox gonna know it?
Oh, word. So you saying Lou's his dad, but he doesn't know?
Yes.
Oh,
So he's gonna get killed not knowing he had a son, but Uncle Gabe knew he had a son.
No, nigga. What's gonna happen is this is the storyline. So y'all ain't seen. That's the reason why y'all talking this shit. Y'all ain't seen my Lulu with Ghost Dad video because I explained all of this.
no,
Like
I
I said,
haven't.
I'm gonna make an updated one for y'all.
The one you did a couple of years ago about similarities,
Yeah,
like the drinking and all that.
yeah.
I
But yeah,
remember.
I'm gonna make an updated one because we got more to add to the. We got more ammo to add now because we got
Okay.
more information.
I'm gonna
It
have to watch
wasn't. It wasn't
the old one.
convincing.
It was very convincing.
He said it wasn't convincing. I'm gonna have to watch the old one before the updated one because I haven't seen it.
But look, he's pretty much he's not gonna know. I believe he had a high school sweetheart, just like Ghost did. They were hooked. They hooked up. She probably left and went wherever the hell she went, and then she probably got pregnant when she went to wherever she went. Never came back and told him she had the child, and then maybe something happened to her, and the grandma kept the child, or she just left, and the grandma kept the child. Lulu never had any knowledge of this child until later, after the grandma passes away. They look for the child's possible remaining family members and see maybe she put Lulu's name on the birth certificate because she knew who the father was. And they go and find him and say, "Hey, this is your child." He does a DNA test, finds out that it is the truth, and now he has something to live for. Because I could see him possibly getting ready to commit suicide again after rocking Marvin is gone, but he now has something to live for. And think about this. He also didn't want nothing to do with the game. He felt like he had something to do else better to do, similar to Ghost. And he probably gonna have, once he finds out he has a child, he's like, look, and after seeing Rock dead, Marvin dead, everybody else around him gone, Scrap dead, he probably gonna be like, my son nowhere near this. and he tried to protect him from it. Just like Ghost was saying in season 6. I'm trying to protect you, son, from a life of misery. My father told me to turn my back on the streets. I didn't listen. All of it makes sense.
It okay. It doesn't add up to Lulu.
What doesn't add up?
Doesn't equal Lewis Thomas.
I
So
want to
who's
know.
Curtis then?
I was gonna ask who is Uncle Gabe.
Uncle Gabe is gonna be somebody he meets with the club later. That's what's gonna be.
Is the club Cafe Vu?
Nah, it's probably gonna be another club.
But you might think he might inherited Cafe Vu from Shirley
Sure.
since she was 70 years old.
You ain't lying. She probably is gonna pass out at any moment.
But who is Curtis?
Is that another Courtney lie? Is she the only one said his dad's name was Curtis? I'm
No,
giving you.
Uncle Gabe said it.
Hold on, say what you said again. I was reading comments.
I said, so who is Curtis?
Curtis is some bullshit that Courtney Kim came out that they scratched off and didn't continue with. That's who the fuck he is.
Because when Ghost went to buy that club from Uncle Gabe, he said, I told Curtis.
No, he didn't
Didn't
say
he
that.
say that?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. He didn't say that. He said, I told your father.
Well,
You said getting a hot layer taking notes for this stream right now. Oh shit. I
do you
doubt he
think,
was
do you
like,
think St. Patrick is Ghost's real last name?
probably not. Tariq had the same haircut and jacket.
Do we know
Hey,
Tommy?
exactly, Ali. Exactly. The same type of shit. And then think about it. Look at the Easter egg in Book 2 Ghosts. What did Tariq say his name was when he was talking to that little kid? Officer Thomas. Because he's related to a damn Thomas, people.
Tariq didn't say that though. Diana did.
No. He was Officer
Yeah.
Thomas, I think.
No, but
So
Diana
what
said
did,
this is
what did
Officer
Tariq say his
Thomas.
name was?
No, Diana said I'm Officer whoever, and this is Officer Thomas. Tariq didn't say it. Diana
It
said
don't matter. It don't matter. Either way, he's Thomas. It don't matter.
it. Oh, Diana definitely said that.
God damn, I just know this nigga going off on me in these comments. That nigga said, "Nigga, shut up."
Yeah, he need to chill.
It is a
He
reach,
said
though.
what? He said what?
He said, "Nigga."
He said what, Jay?
Talking about
That
goofy
boy,
look.
hey, he almost said that like a racist. What's up, nigga? Shut up. When Raising Kanan finish and Origin start next year, we clowning you, you host for your made up theory. I don't care, ugly ass nigga. What the hell? This ain't gonna be the first one I'm wrong about. Nigga, make your own power. I am ugly ass nigga. That's what I'm doing right there.
But hey, Jay, what is Tommy's? Do we know Tommy's middle name other than fucking? Everybody always call him Tommy
You
fucking
ain't
E.
lying. Tell me, fucking nigga.
But what's
It's
his middle
Patrick.
name?
It's
That's what I
Patrick.
thought.
Yeah, it's Patrick.
Is that a coincidence?
And John Patrick is JP's name.
Right. All them motherfuckers are Patriots. That's crazy word. What you mean, nah, son? He don't find out that's his son till 2001. No, no. Where do you get that from? He can find out that's his son in this shit this year, 2092, 93, 94. He can find it out anywhere between any of those years. If I
This
had to
check,
guess, probably
this
like
check,
93. You said
this,
what?
this check gonna be roasting you for the next 3 hours.
They can do whatever they want. Once
You
that
gotta,
I'm proven right, I'm gonna come for all you.
but my theory is crazy.
Yours is. It's legit crazy. There's no
What
way in
theory?
hell. Tell them your theory so that Butler can go off on you. I guarantee you gonna cook him way worse than you cook
I,
me.
I say Rock had a child when she was a child.
No, tell him the whole
And
Kanan.
that's why she was always calling well, she was 16 when she had Kanan, but we know she's been pregnant before, but we don't know how many times because she had an abortion before. And we know she was wild. Something happened in that Thomas family. But I think I really believe it's possible that Lou was her child, that she held in her arms from when he was a baby, and how many times she called him son. Lou is my heart. I mean, it was.
Well, we don't know the age difference between them, so it's not easy to be like, no, that's her brother. Oh, the market says she's 4 years older. Is that true?
We don't
four
have any
years
proof of that.
4
There's
years
no
older
proof of that.
Lulu.
than Lou. I
We
Yeah.
I
don't, we
believe
don't
that's
know
true.
Lulu's age.
I believe
We
that's
don't know his
accurate.
birthday.
Anywhere between 4 to 6 years. Yes, that's what I believe. Like, there's no way you can tell me Rock is 10 years older than Lou. No way.
And he was always the baby brother. I mean, it just okay.
But I call my baby brother that, and he's only 2 years younger than me.
And she called Marvin older brother too. What's your point?
Wait, but who said Ghost Mom was white or biracial? Who said that?
Nobody said that.
Yeah, I can admit that I'm reaching, but it would be a great story. We saw something similar with the whole Zeke and Monet thing. You think that hadn't happened in families where a child has a baby and
Hey,
his
he look
parents?
like going ham in the comments. Lou is, hey, are you white? I'm curious. Lou is getting killed in the series finale of Raising Kanan, and
His
the
name is
math is off, and he's not his father. Weirdo. That's how I hear your ass right now.
his name is Spencer Butler. Sounds white to
Right.
me.
Your name is Butler Spencer. Come on, bro. Shut your glass up.
Okay, okay. Duh. Hezzy, that's Ghost's grandmother on his mom's side.
Hey, we about to put you disrespecting the moderators and everything. They put your glass out. That's you. I ain't gonna do it, but if they decide to, hey, that's up to them. They probably put
Yeah.
your glass up out of here.
Ali already told him to relax before he get put out.
That boy came up in here wild. He going out for me and everybody. Hey, I'll never get why y'all get so mad that somebody got a difference of opinion of you. It don't make sense to me. It's a
Only on
TV
the
show, bro. Now, if they saying something that you can 100% prove is not true, that's a little different. But like, bro, nobody really knows. What I'm talking about, nobody knows. It's a mystery. Now, the likelihood of me being right might not be too high, but I'm gonna still take my chance.
I mean, it's reaching. But Jay,
Yeah.
my actual first thought way back in raising Kanan, who might be Ghost's father, was you know who I'm thinking about?
Who could it be? Ghost's father?
The first person I ever thought of that might actually be his father because of a scene they was in.
Is this in the original or in Raising Canaan?
Well, dude already said it. Symphony. That
Oh
was
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah, yeah,
first
yeah, yeah.
first yeah when Rock was telling him he'd be a great dad, and he just didn't look like it. I said he probably got a child.
Yeah. Now, see, it's crazy when I say Lulu. A lot of people saying that he's too young, but that's not necessarily the case. Now, Symphony, you kind of can make a strong case that he's too young because he's still in grade school, meaning he's around 24 probably at the most. So it would be pretty difficult for him to be Ghost dad. But you can
Impregnate
stretch
somebody
it
at
and
15
say
or 15? You saying that's too young?
you said what?
You said that's too young? If he was 14 or 15 when he got somebody pregnant?
He wouldn't be 14 though. He would be like 12.
Well, we know in
13 maybe. 13.
Raising Canaan in 1992, Ghost and Tommy is probably 12 going on 13 because Canaan is 17.
Yeah, but in season one, it was 91. And he was in, grad school. So like I said, he's probably around that 24 range. At 26 at the absolute most, but more than likely it's not 26. It's probably that 24 mark. Because when you graduate from college, you about 21, 22. So if you go into grades, grad
Well,
school,
it's a couple of people kind of agreeing with me because we don't know these folks' ages, even the characters.
yeah,
I
but
would assume that Symphony was right at Rock's age.
no, absolutely not.
Why is it absolutely not?
Because
He was
they
younger.
mentioned several times that he was way younger than her. He was definitely, yeah, he was a good deal younger than her.
I don't remember that being established.
Yeah, in season one they did.
Okay, you gonna find the scene.
I actually just watched it not too long ago. I'm trying to remember exactly what episode they because that I can use to prove it. But
He wasn't no child Jay.
Well, we know he wasn't a child, but
Unique
what I'm
was
saying
younger
is
than Rock. We think Unique was younger than Rock.
he was. But what I'm saying is Symphony was fresh out of like he was in grad school. And if we just look at that, 21, like I said, you graduate from college unless you ended up doing more than typical 4 years. You
Which is
graduate
typical.
from college like 21, 22, anywhere between that range. And then if he's in grad school, even if let's say he's in his last year of it, the oldest he can be is 26.
And that's old enough to have had a child at 14 that would be 12.
It's old enough, but what I'm saying is the likelihood is significantly lower. And I don't believe he was probably in his last year. And if you actually go with, let's say he graduated at 21, which is what most people do graduate, the age they do graduate in, 21. And let's say he's in his first or second year of it, that means he's only around 23. Not saying that it's impossible, but it's unlikely for him to be 12, 13, maybe even 14,
It
trying
makes more
to
sense than Lulu being Ghost Dad. I
no, it
know
does
that.
not. No, it does not. I got plenty of connectors. You don't have any connectors. Where's your connectors? I got plenty. Lou is old enough. He got a pretty mature ness of age. They have a whole lot of similarities. Everything that they said of what Ghost's father was like, Lou has it. That mind said Curtis, Hugo, St. Patrick. If everything Hugo could be, James St. Patrick dad. It's pretty hilarious though. But
So we're gonna see Ghost Dad in Origins or Raising Kanan 5, season 5.
probably in Origins.
But they not gonna announce when they cast them. We just gotta watch and see.
That's the reason why. See, that's my point. That's the reason why they hold him back.
So they're gonna have to flash back from 2002.
What are you talking about now? Oh,
Everybody's saying
you saying
Origins
to go
gonna
back with
start.
that? I got you.
In,
I got you.
mhm.
I agree with that too. And Hugo does typically be a Spanish name.
Yeah, like Hugo Sanchez, the one that killed Tommy's dog.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. Think about that. That's a good point, Kenny. Them having a rap group. What did Lulu used to do? Well, he still does it. We haven't seen him die yet. What does he do? He's in the music industry. He's into rappers, Fame, Whack Gorilla. So it would make sense that he does that with his son as well.
Ghost only got in that to write songs for Angie, whack ass.
It don't matter what his reasoning is. He did it.
Well, I got to work in the morning. This one's been fun.
All right. Well, I'm about to head to my last one. But
You talking
yeah.
about the setup that killed him?
Yep. Hey, Ollie, did you get our boy up out of here? I ain't seen him. Got his ass up out of here. We don't care about being wrong about him being eliminated. He's still wet. Oh, SG got his ass up out of here.
Yeah, I think Mark Dark maybe calls him Bitchrilla.
That nigga got plenty of day.
Why was Brillo on? I think he was on. What's dude's name? Mo. J or something like that.
Yeah, what about him?
He said a couple of times like they gonna have 8 episodes of Raising Kanan.
I don't know why the folks keep saying that and spreading that shit.
Well, where did it come from? Do we know it's 10 episodes?
We don't know it, but the likelihood of it not being that is significantly low. You know, there's no way I would see them about to give us a finale, a series finale, and it be short. That don't even make sense. Especially the one that got Breeze in it finally. The only way I could potentially see them shortening the season is a budget cut. Let's say Shamik Moore, and let's just say that Patina Miller's still alive. So the combination of Shamik Moore, Patina Miller, Joey Badass, and all of them together become incredibly expensive, and they shortened the episode for that. But the likelihood of it, I think, is very low.
Yeah, I agree. Only season one of Power was 8 episodes.
Well, they both were saying
Bel Air and Power are two totally different shows, bro. It's not totally different networks, not the same.
Yeah.
Different budgets, everything.
I'm just trying to get at what is their source for saying that?
I don't know. You said Ghost Dad committed suicide. How? I would love to hear your argument on how that's possible.
Because it seemed like Gabe was saying the Dope Boys did it,
Right.
but he didn't. Did he really say they did it? Because he said he hadn't seen James since the night his father died. And why would Ghost walk in there and think that Uncle Gabe wouldn't recognize him?
Probably because how
I
long it's
never
been.
under
What you saying, Talia?
I never understood that either. Cause if Curtis was killed when Ghost was a teenager, he don't look that different.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this to give you a little power fan five, to give you a little bit of help with what your theory. You're saying that he committed suicide. If it turns out to be Lou tried to commit suicide before, and his dad committed suicide, so that would make sense, right? Yeah, y'all don't want to hear that.
I might question your terminology. I don't. I think he contemplated suicide.
He attempted. Well, he started to. Lou
That's what
did.
I'm
He was
saying.
about.
Attempted, he would have been they would have found him hanging, and he's still kicking or something. What he experienced was suicidal ideation with a plan and a means to do it.
Okay, counselor.
That's what I am.
I know.
Oh,
Okay, you keep saying it goes that, bro. It's Power Fan fucking Branford. What the fuck?
It's a Spencer.
oh man.
Hey, man, stop doing that bullshit. What the fuck? I never knew you were the same person. This is the bullshit. Hey, man, shut your weak ass up. Instead of that shit back to back like that.
He was doing all right when he first came on.
Branford do that from time to time. He'll act normal, then go back to doing that bullshit.
Yep. What's the last topic?
The last one is Kanan setup. So basically, we're gonna be discussing why did basically Ghost and Tasha ultimately choose to send him to jail. Like we know that they said that Ghost said he had plans, big plans that Kanan couldn't see, and of course Kanan told Sean that Ghost and Tommy kept coming to him about some shit he wasn't down with and sent him to jail. But the showrunner of the Power Origins, Sasha Penn, teased that in the Origin series, we're gonna find out the real reason Ghost sent Kanan to jail. So I think that's safe to say that it's something deeper than just that.
Well, according to y'all, Tasha sent them away because of their history of fucking.
I'm glad you've been paying attention in class. That's exactly what it is.
Oh,
So I believe Ghost did have plans, right? And
yep.
Kanan didn't want to follow them. Tasha seen that as her golden ticket to be able to manipulate him. But like, yeah, I can use this to make it seem like that's the reason why he should do it. But actually, I got my own agenda. Because keep in mind, Ghost knew that she had some kind of hatred towards Kanan. Because remember, once Kanan was killed in season 5, Ghost said this was all about you and your, I don't know what the exact word he used, but I'm gonna say vendetta against Kanan. You know what I'm saying? It's either right before he was killed or after he was killed. He said that. So pretty much he knew that she had something against him. Now, did he know
Yeah,
exactly
talk
what the
about
reason is? What you were saying?
you talk about when he was talking to Angela.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he was talking to Angela. And he was telling her that, that whole thing. Yeah, it was, now I remember, it was episode 509. As he went to talk to Angela, he was like, "Look, I put my trust in you." And she was like, his plan wouldn't have worked or something like that. And he was like, "No, Tasha, that was all about her personal vendetta against him." And he was like, his plan murdering, drug. What did he say? I don't remember exactly the wording, but anyways, he told Angela that she had something personal against Kanan, and it wasn't
I
just
believe
because he went to read. Couch your ass before you got to say it.
no, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say I believe he just said revenge. She used she used revenge to get rid of her enemy. Angie was like, Tasha told me that you wanted to get rid of Dre because he was your enemy. He was like, well, she did that because Kanan was her enemy.
It was something like that.
I wish they had more scenes with all four of them together. We needed more than just one.
I wonder if Tommy was high on his own supply when Ghost and Tasha set up Gaining. That is a good question. Where was Tommy doing this situation? Because clearly Tommy didn't know about it.
He probably was snuffing that shit with Kate.
So Tommy somewhere high, and then he just get the news that he was arrested, and then I'm pretty sure he probably was mad as hell about it. It's crazy. But is there anything else that y'all think could possibly have been going on? The reason why Ghost decided to put his ass up in there.
Maybe Ghost saw the sexual tension and wanted to get rid of Kanan.
Say that again.
I said maybe Ghost saw the sexual tension of between Kanan and Tasha, and it was just another reason to get rid of him.
I don't think Ghost that tight.
Well, he knew that Tasha hated him, but he didn't know why. So he figured, all right, well, it's just another reason to get rid of him.
Yeah. Now I could see it being a bonus like added to it. Like, yeah, that's another reason I should get
Yeah.
him out of the way. But I think it's got to be something else outside of obviously Tasha not liking him, and outside of him being in the way of his future. I think it's something else big that Tannen probably did. It could be the fact that because keep in mind you said that Courtney Kemp said it's not. What was the wording you said? Maybe not far fetched or something like that. That the
Yeah.
reason Kanan was responsible for the death of his father.
Yep.
So perhaps he doesn't have any 100% confirmation about it, but he's hearing rumors or something like that that they had something to do with it, or maybe it's something that Kanan did that even though it wasn't intentional, it led to it or whatever. But anyways, he held something against them and was like, "Yeah, yo, leg gotta get up out of here." Read some of these comments. Mines do have logic, Gladney. Branford and I are in the live together, which prove I'm not Branford. I mean, I don't care to be honest with you. But Branford is gone, and when he was in here, you wasn't coming. Black judge said no fucking bail again in court yesterday. Black judge said no fucking bail. Puff Diddy got no bail again 7 times. Now no black judge said no. What the hell are you talking about, last nigga? Anyway, Kanan disrespected Tasha in front of Ghost. Yeah, niggas be coming in here with some weird ass shit, bro. I don't know why they coming here with that shit. Kanan disrespected Tasha in front of Ghost about being locked up in prison and seeing her.
He told her she really filled out.
Well, he ain't been around a woman in a long time. You say I ain't been around a live woman in a long time.
Wait, that's what he said. Laugh.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, I always thought he said a lot.
He may have said a lot. I thought he said a live woman. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Imagine if it was vice versa and Ghost eliminated Kanan and sent Breeze to prison. How things would have played out. That's interesting. Hey, that's actually a very interesting. That's something we should discuss maybe on another live, DeMarcus. But that's very interesting. So if he killed Kanan and sent Breeze to prison, I think it would have turned out worse for him because when, let's say, the same scenario would have played out. Let's say that Breeze found out that that Ghost set him up. Because I believe Breeze might, we don't quite know yet, but I believe just me simply guessing by the things that they saying about him, Breeze is probably more ruthless than Kanan is, maybe. So Breeze may would have just came straight out and killed Ghost ass once he got out. Also, since he ain't got no son, let's say he had pink sneakers hired. Pink sneakers would have got to take Ghost out because remember, she almost had him earlier before she tried to shoot at him in the club. But Sean was around and Kanan told her not to take him out while Sean was there. So basically Sean saved his life. Mm-hmm. But if it's Breeze, he ain't got no son. He just like, hey, kill that motherfucker. I want to something, and for all them years, Tommy never knew they set Kanan up. I always blew my mind how he didn't know. I mean, I can see that being possible, though. If they just never told him about it, and he never suspected Ghost and Tasha being capable of setting up somebody that close to them, I could see something like that happening. If he killed him, people would know it was Ghost off top. There was no sexual tension with Kanan and Tasha until Kanan found out Sean smashed Tasha. No, that's not true. He actually tried to make a play at Tasha way before he found that out. Because keep in mind, when he was in the finale of season 2, when he was trying to kill Ghost, he said while he was inside, he thought about smashing Tasha and making him watch.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean? What channel is this? You see the channel name?
He said, "Why do you call yourself ugly?"
That one gets annoying. Um, basically, it's not physically. It's more of a state of mind. Kanan sold Tasha father product or causes stale Green and Tasha father to get a divorce, and Tasha father left with stale. Yeah, I don't heard you say that one before. I don't know would I rock with that or not, but yeah.
Why he always put first and last names like we don't know their last name?
No, no. Oh, it's another troll cloud.
Oh God,
Bro,
that's
you ain't as hell,
worse.
bruh. Like seriously.
Get him out of here.
My nigga is a motherfucker.
They dropped the release date for All American.
They
Did
do?
you
They when they released that, I missed that shit.
know? I don't remember. I
I'm gonna
seen
go
it.
look that out. I'm gonna
Facebook.
look that out. But yeah, I got so I'm gonna suspect a trailer. I guess I'll do a trailer breakdown. I supposed to did a trailer breakdown for Beauty in Black. I never did this.
When do that come on?
Shit, this month in like a week or two.
Hmm.
They promotions ain't been that strong though.
Yeah, because I didn't even know.
That show is crazy. But isn't that a Tyler Perry thing too?
Yeah, it
Mm.
is.
It's a lot better than Have and Have Nots. The
Well, I used to love it though.
production is really better, huh?
I used to love the haves and have nots.
Yeah, I did too. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, it was a show that I watched with my mom, and I turned out to be like, okay, this solid. But after War died, the show went downhill. It's like after season 4, it went down.
Boy. Yeah, War was a good ass villain.
I forgot who that was.
That damn orb back in the sky. That's crazy.
I'll tell you what else though. I'm watching anything with Tika in it.
You a Tika fan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like how it ended though. That was stupid.
Yeah.
The ending was the
Kill
ending
her.
was all time great trash and disappointment.
Yes. Yes.
Like, man, it was terrible. And then the worst part about it, it's crazy. Let's talk this show over real quick.
Yeah.
The worst part about it, bro, was that he's actually set it up nicely that it could have ended great, but he
Yep.
just fumbled the shit after that. Cause he
Oh.
he set it up that I was okay with how Wyatt went down. That was okay. But you gonna let all of the main characters die on the same episode and just rush it out like that? That doesn't make any sense. And then I think this is how I would have wrote the endings for this. I would have I thought it was okay that Benny died. That was fine.
No.
Now hear me out. Hear me out. Then you can give me your take.
Okay.
I was okay with Benny dying. Only though if it played out this way. If you're gonna let Benny die, Candace has to survive because Benny is the child that she cherished the most, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the one that always gave her trouble be the one that survived, and then you gotta let Hannah feel that pain. It should have been a scene of her reacting to the death of her son. He never gave us that. And then he maybe even got a little upset that, Candace was still alive and he's dead. Maybe tried to blame him for a little bit, her for it, which to a degree, it was her fault. You can kind of make an
Mhm.
argument of it. And then Candace should have survived by this way. When she got in trouble, when she first was getting in trouble with what was going on, she could have reached out to the president. The president could have shut the Malones down, and she could have survived that way. And then she could have cleaned up her image. She went on with him. Hannah got, because keep in mind, Catherine had it set up in her will that if something happens to her, all of her money goes to Hannah. So they could have did a flash, I mean not a flashback, do a time skip. Now you see Hannah, she's living well. She got the, because she now is a multimillionaire. Candace could be somewhere in the White House. And maybe the Malones get arrested. That's what happens to them because they took out Benny, and of course, they're major drug dealers and murderers. They could have got arrested. What else? Who else is still around?
Um, 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 what was his name? Jeffrey and his dad.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that either. Had them get blown up in the damn house. Like that shit was crazy too.
That was so dumb.
Like what the fuck are we doing, Tyler Perry? And then yeah, Veronica. Like Veronica got killed by some
It was
hitters,
a
right?
yeah.
She just got shot down in the yard going to the
Yeah.
car.
I mean, I went that mad about that. I honestly, I'm trying to remember who sent the hitters to her.
It was Jim, wasn't it?
I was thinking that it was it Jim, was it David? Who the fuck sent them?
David, that's his. It was. I think it was Jim.
Yeah, I thought Tika and Amari chemistry was pretty good.
I have a theory about Veronica.
What about
When
it?
you get so
I'm
you
done. Go ahead.
remember the maid that she hired, the maid, there was a little dark skinned girl and she had a boyfriend and Veronica was trying to fuck the boyfriend. But the maid, when she first hired the maid, she was like, she had all of those. It was like a company that had a bunch of maids come through, and she was like, "No, I don't want none of these. Bring me a black girl." So they brought her a
Uh-huh.
black girl, and she was like, "Oh yeah, she's good. She's my size." And then she started giving her all her clothes and wigs and made her dress like
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
So I think Veronica survived, and it was that maid that got shot up.
But see, that's the thing. Tyler Perry's so trash, he ended it without telling us. And then
Yeah.
let me tell y'all the biggest fumble. Let me see, can y'all guess it before I tell y'all the biggest fumble of the show?
Is it about the ending or is throughout the show?
Well, it takes place throughout the show, but he could have gave us that in the ending, but he just never gave us that shit. It made zero sense.
It was something with her son.
For me, it was the president. That's where the show totally lost me. It was like,
Charles.
what was that president's name? And then the girl, she all up in that. That was just stupid to me.
Charles was the president.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wanted Candace and Charles to have that happy ending so bad. But what was the biggest fumble? Because I don't know.
Okay, so remember the daughter got killed in the first season, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Suicide.
Amanda.
Yeah. So they say, remember? And then
Wyatt.
remember they ended up saying that it was an officer there that came and revealed and said this was a homicide. And then they made her change. They made him change his statement later on, though. Throughout the other seasons, Veronica revealed that I believe it's Veronica that revealed it was like it was a homicide, but they never showed. They said somebody else was in the house or some shit like that, but they never revealed it. You remember? I don't know if y'all remember what I'm talking about, but they
Yeah.
basically, yeah, that shit. And even the another part. Here's another major fumble that they never addressed. Remember, they were saying that Jeffrey wasn't David's son, and that his son, his real dad was some other dude. They never
Yep.
did nothing with that. Like Tyler Perry does this a lot. You'll just throw some bullshit up in there randomly and never address it. It's crazy.
It was another one too when the Jakes came to Jim and Catherine's house, and they had put Wyatt in handcuffs in the back of the patrol car, and he was like, "I shot her, I did it," and they was like, Who'd you shoot?" And he was like, "Amanda." But that was like 4 or 5 seasons later.
What? Hold on. Jeffrey said that?
No, Wyatt did.
Really? I don't remember that shit. That I don't
Yeah,
remember that.
he straight up told the Jakes that he shot Amanda, and they just didn't go anywhere.
That's interesting. The motherfucker did used to get high and drunk out of his mind. Who knows?
Hmm. Yeah, I used to feel bad for him sometimes, but then he just used to be so dumb. So really, nobody survived but Miss Hannah.
Right. Which is terrible.
Even though I do think it was Veronica's maid and not Veronica, but we'll never know.
We will never know. And it's crazy. They said there's another halves and a half nots out. But I mean that one must be trash, so don't nobody talk about it.
I didn't know that.
Exactly. And my mama, I talked to my mama about because like I said, I got friends that's on the oval. I haven't watched the last season, but I kind of tried to follow it because to support the friends that's on there. And I'm telling my mama about it. My mama was like, "I'm not watching nothing else with Tyler Perry. The way he just ended the half and half nots just had me done with him."
Nah, for real.
And my mama refused to watch any new shows of his now.
I still watch The Oval, which is very similar to the haves and have nots, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's very similar. I talk about that all the time. Very similar.
Hey Jay, I'm gonna leave the studio. I got to
All right.
get to bed. Okay.
I ain't gonna be up too much longer myself. Don't you say it. I thought you gonna say something. You always say that. but yeah, I ain't gonna be up too much longer. Uh,
Yep. I gotta get up soon too. I gotta be up stupid early.
but it's a goddamn orb that keeps coming at night now and be in the sky outside of my damn window. It's so fucking crazy.
It's a
We
what?
talked orb, like what they be saying orbs look like that the little aliens and stuff be having out there.
Oh man.
I know it's crazy. This like the third straight day. Yesterday I recorded they were doing the live last night and put it on. Motherfucker was moving and glowing and shit like that. Then eventually it left.
Oh hell no. Remember, Officer Justin,
Yeah,
his
that's
perverted ass.
that's Tika's husband in real life.
Man, I don't want to talk about it.
Man, right? It shit pissed me out so bad when I found out.
Yeah, same.
I was like, bro, really? Ain't no way in hell he got that fine black bitch. Oh
Nope.
man, it's it. Oh man,
She should have married Nick, the president, Charles.
man. I've been happy with something else or me, goddamn
Yeah, you.
it. How old is Tika now? No, I
I
don't even
don't
know.
know.
That's a good question,
She
huh?
was in, yeah, she was in mixed ish.
Let me look. She 45. Damn.
I would have never guessed.
I wouldn't either. I'll still take it though. It don't matter. Age,
Me too. Me too.
age ain't nothing but a number, baby. It's all good. We did take it.
No, I don't think Victoria is worse than Veronica. The way Veronica, well, Victoria did believe she killed Jason.
Victoria is Veronica 2.0. Definitely is. Candace's friend
I hate
Erica was a
Erica, the one that David.
yeah.
I hated Veronica though.
Yeah, she got real annoying after she switched up with the I mean, I'm not a fan of them pushing you know, the agenda and stuff. We're always trying to make you feel sorry about for the people that's gay and all that. But at the same time, if the boy's grown and he's like that, you can't force the man. Like
Yeah,
that shit was insane.
and she got Quincy to beat him up. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, like you let a fucking vicious criminal loose that could have killed him to beat him up. He like you don't know how you didn't know that man personally. He could have been crazy enough to snap his neck up in there because he was mad.
Hmm. And then she sent shooters after Jeffrey and David. She didn't know they was in her strapped.
Yeah, Demarcus, I seen no one's fool.
What's that?
The movie No One's Fool. That's the one with Amari Harvard and Tiga something.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And Tiffany Haddish. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but yeah, definitely seen it.
Yeah, same.
Well, I guess we're about to get ready to wrap this thing up. I had fun today.
I did too. And DeMarcus and support starting to go at it, so it's about
I
to
see
be
it. I see it. Yeah, y'all gonna have who was that in the Discord had the nerve to say that Detroit and Kenny is starting to be worse than now. I'm like, nigga, DeMarcus been on his ass for 6 months.
That was me.
It was you. Like this shit's been going on legit for 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, good night, good people. I'm about to go ahead and probably do some more stuff, but I'm about to log out. Catch y'all tomorrow.
Peace.
All right.
All right.
Have a good day at work.